Good morning, everybody. Mahalo nunui to our junior homeroom awesome kumu who have logged on. So hopefully our classes can get all of the exciting information for junior prom coming up in just a couple days. Oh, so exciting. We're definitely looking forward to having this festive event return once again. So without further ado, we'll get into it. We are recording the session, so this can be shared out as well later. We will get into it. Okay, so first and foremost, I know it's been on everyone's minds, getting our guest forms in and getting our tickets. So just to clarify a few things. So all prom attendees must complete the guest form. Yeah, there's been several students who have said, well, what if I'm not bringing a guest? That's okay, you're still a prom attendee. So please make sure you're filling out the host side of the form, even if you're only hosting yourself to attend. The form itself could have been picked up from your homeroom kumu. Mahalo for assisting with that. You could have also picked it up at Midkiff. We still have some blank copies available. It was also emailed to you. So those of you who maybe your parents are out of town or you are a neighbor island, Haumana, you can definitely email that to your guest or to your parents to complete their portion with the signature, and they can email back to you and you can print to turn that into us at Midkiff for your tickets, okay? So everybody should be filling out the form. Drop off again at Midkiff in the Olau News section. We had a collection day on Monday and yesterday. Today was supposed to be the last day, but I know everybody was getting a little out of sorts when we had to cut the line short yesterday. So we have decided to open collection tomorrow as well. Remember, this is only during the junior lunch block because we're supposed to be in homeroom. So please make sure you're going to homeroom when that's scheduled and then coming during junior lunch to drop off your forms, sign up for your tables, and all that awesome stuff. Okay. Again, we are collecting this information in advance to make sure that getting you into prom on Saturday night can be the fastest as possible. So we definitely need this information in advance to make sure we can get everybody into the venue that evening. Yeah. If there are any specific questions or you've had difficulty getting this information from your guests or your parent signatures or their parent signatures, please send me an email and we can talk story about that. You'll notice that on the non-KS guest box, it says, please attach a photocopy ID of your guest. Yeah, so if they're a non-KS person, please make sure you can get a picture, a photocopy of their ID. Either school ID is okay or a photo ID with their date of birth on there and attach it to your form. Again, I know people were kind of saying, oh, the line is taking a really long time. We promise we're trying to make it as efficient as possible and go as quickly as we can. Obviously, we have to shut things down right at the end of the lunch period because we also have to make it to the next periods of the day. So to accommodate everyone, we do our best, move as fast as we can, but mahalo for your understanding with that. Some ways that we can make the line go faster, make sure you have already spoken with your friend group about what table you want to be on. Every day that I've been at the collection so far, that's definitely the part that takes the longest. People standing there like, who's on this table? What's going on here? Asking your friends, like, should we be near the stage? Should we be over here? Should we be over there? So I know it's a big decision to make, but the more we can kind of plan ahead with our friend groups, the easier it will be for the junior board to collect your forms and move people through the line, okay? When you drop off your form, you will get your COVID test kits. You will also get your tickets, and you'll also get a photo order form to order your professional photos the night of the event. Okay, so a lot of good stuff happening. Get those forms in. We mahalo you for that. Everybody's favorite topic, COVID safety protocols. Again, we're very excited to return to having a prom in person at an off-campus location venue, very exciting, but still some things we want to consider. So every prom attendee, even chaperones, kumu parents, all of those people, as well as guests, will need to take a COVID-19 test just to, again, ensure safety for all participating. The only accepted tests will be the KS issued rapid antigen tests, okay? So if you have rapid tests you have at home, stored in your closet, that's awesome, but you cannot use that one. You have to use the school one, similar to when we had song contest rehearsals, right? Everybody will get 2, regardless of if you're bringing a guest or not. Or you could also get a PCR test from your doctor or go down to Pauahi admin to do the test at PMG. Okay, so those are your options. Again, these are distributed in Midkiff. If for some reason you have an issue with your form, please do not hesitate, still come by to get your test so you can make sure you can upload that in time. Tests must be completed 24 hours prior to the event and results must be uploaded to the test results form by 11:59 tomorrow night, Friday, 4/29. Okay, so make sure you get your results posted by then. Students who have tested positive for COVID in the past 90 days have a testing exemption, but you still need to upload to the COVID submission form, whether that was you or your guest, right? And you need to upload a doctor's note or proof of exemption for that protocol. So still make sure you're following the procedures. There is a website that the link will be in these slides when I send them out to everyone, that you can access the information for your COVID test and all of that, okay? If you are feeling ill at all, I know it would be such a bummer. It is a very festive time that we want to enjoy, but please, please, please do not attend prom if we're not feeling well. Again, there's so much more to look forward to for the rest of the school year, graduation, senior prom for some of our guests, that kind of thing. And we wouldn't want to jeopardize anybody else's health because we just wanted to have a good time. So I know it'd be a difficult decision to make, but please, if you're feeling ill, do not attend prom. Masks need to be worn indoors at all times at prom, unless actively eating or drinking. Please make sure you're wearing your masks appropriately to ensure safety for all of our participants. Mahalo for that. So again, when this is emailed out to everybody, this is an active link that will take you to the protocols and procedures for COVID tests. So you can kind of get all the information that I just shared. How do I upload my test? When do I need to upload it by? All of that kind of stuff. But please, please, please make sure you follow that, because you will need to have a cleared smiley face to get into prom on Saturday night. Additionally, right? So here's an example of what you'd post. Again, very similar, it's not new to us. From when we had our song contest testing procedures, the QR code links to the verification test form. So again, these are all live links. The QR code should be live now. You should be able to access it. If you have a non-KS guest, you do need to upload their test results for them. So they'd take the picture next to their negative test with an ID and the time, like the picture that's here, and you'd upload that on their behalf into the verification site, okay? So please make sure we're taking care of that, Kuleana, so we can all have a safe time at prom this weekend. Now I'm going to hand it over to Kumu Kealoha to talk about some more of our guidelines.
Aloha, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I do have some important things to go over regarding your attendance at prom. So if you have detention hours prior to this week, you need to make sure you make it up before prom. You can email Auntie Kahala or just come here to the office at Smith to find out how many hours you have. You should have also received an email letting you know. We have a number of people who came to Saturday's detention, so you're able to work it off. If you weren't, please come to the office to check on that. And another important thing is you must be in school on Friday, 4/29 to attend prom. So if for any reason you're not here, make sure you have it cleared with the attendance office, and you need to be in school tomorrow to attend prom. Okay, sorry. Okay, dress code. So this is an important thing for boys and girls. I know you guys are excited and you probably went out and got your dresses and your tuxes. So, but I want to go over this so that we don't run into any issues when you show up to prom. So be sure that you're in the appropriate column as far as dress code. So clothing that is provocative and revealing or inappropriate for high school students may not be worn to this activity. Students and guests whose attire does not meet the standard, I'm so sorry, but you won't be permitted to come to the prom. So if you're not sure, email a picture of your dress or your tux or whatever to either me or Kumukapua, and we'll be able to clear it before that day. So you don't run into the uncomfortable situation of showing up and then, having to be sent home. So make sure that you wear formal wear, it's dress clothes, right? No t-shirts, tank tops, or casual athletic clothes, obviously, to the meeting, to the prom. Dresses, the shortest part of your hemline needs to fall at the knee. So floor length evening dresses are appropriate, but the slit must be no higher than knee length. So, we've been to proms before where we're there pinning up if the slit is higher, and you don't want to do that. Some of those dresses cost a lot of money, and you want to make sure that it's appropriate for high school prom and that you are able to, attend and enjoy the evening. Sleeveless, backless dresses and tops should not dip below the waistline, and it should fully cover your cleavage area and the sides. So again, if you have any question that the dress that you bought, if it's appropriate or not, send us an email today or tomorrow so that we can kind of check it for you before that day. So if you come to prom, of course, and we have issues with dress, I will be there and we will be there to kind of check it. There will be no refunds though if you are sent home from prom. So let's just avoid that and make sure we have our dress attire cleared before you come there. And looking great, as I'm sure you will. So mahalo. And then finally, dance guidelines. So while I know you guys are all there to have fun, and we do need to cover this about appropriate dancing while we're in school, right? Your actions and behaviors reflect us as Kamehameha. It reflects your ohana, and it reflects our kumu. So we need to be sure that, we dance appropriately when we're out. And so it's important for us to just mention, right, that dance styles that are not going to be allowed are freaking, twerking, grinding, or anything that's sexually suggestive in nature. Please don't do that, because we will be monitoring that kind of behavior on the dance floor. And if you're not in compliance, we'll ask the DJ to, change the music. And then still, if you're not in compliance, we will have to turn on the lights for the remainder of the dance. And then that's gonna really suck. So let's just dance appropriately and don't make us have to come on the dance floor and require you to come off or make any changes, or worst case scenario, right, just stop the dance altogether. So, please monitor your behavior. Pretend your parents are there, able to watch you and dance appropriately. Ke olu olu. And the next one. Okay, so back to Kumukapua.
Okay, so will call. So for students who turned in your forms on Monday, we didn't have the tickets in time for the distribution. We got them like an hour after. So you can either stop by during lunch today or tomorrow to pick up your tickets, or you can get them the night of prom at the will call table. Okay, so when you check in, there'll be multiple tables. We are sectioning them off by alphabet, by last name. So if you already know, oh no, I'm missing something, report to will call and they can help you get checked in. Parking will be free at the venue. Okay, so don't worry about parking. First come, first serve, but there is quite a large parking lot. So should be good for that one. So what you'll need to enter prom, again, to expedite the process for everyone, your school issued ID, because everyone should have that, or a photo ID that shows date of birth on there, so we can verify age of everybody, especially for your non-KS guests attending. Your tickets, your smiley face confirmation of your negative test upload, right? So you've completed the COVID negative test upload by tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. And you have the smiley face email that you can show at the door. Remember that if you are not able to enter prom until after 7 p.m., you do have to fill out the late pass link. Okay, so make sure you do that. That was emailed out a while ago. It can also be found on our Handy Dandy class website. I know I've been spamming and remind-apping everybody, but it's really because I just want everyone to make sure you're aware of all the procedures and nobody's, you know, having a stressful prom night to get entered into the event. Yeah. So make sure you have all of those things handy and we should be good to go. Again, check imua2023.weebly.com for prom info. These slides will be posted there. They'll also be emailed out to you. Remember, the links for the COVID test procedures as well as the upload form will also be part of this slide deck as well as emailed out. So a lot of places to get the information. I know it's a lot, but we just want everybody to have a safe time and to have a stress-free way of getting into the event. We're looking forward to having everyone there and hosting. If for whatever reason there are any issues about difficulty in getting your guests the approved test kits or whatnot, please email me directly so we can kind of talk story about your options for making sure your entry to prom can also happen. Okay, so just a timeline of the event. 5:30 p.m. at Ko'olau Ballrooms in Kaneohe, the doors will open and we can start check-in. Right, feel free to come down a little early if you'd like to take pictures outside. The Ko'olau are very beautiful. Hopefully the weather holds out for those outdoor photos. But check-in will be from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Again, you'll need a late pass if you're entering after 7. It does have to be for an approved reason, right? 6 to 8 p.m. will be dinner. We have House of Photography doing professional photos. Again, you'll get those order packets when you drop off your forms. We also have flip books happening. From 7 to 10, there will be video games hosted by JMJ Gaming, so that should be fun. And then dancing from 8 to 10. And then ahuiho and have a safe night for everyone joining us. Yeah, so we are looking forward to it. Your class board has put in a ton of work into making this the best event they can for all of you. So make sure you have everything. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, Ka-Reeves, REEVES @ksbe.edu. Plus from all of the emails I've been spamming you with. So I'm sure you have it hopefully saved somewhere. But let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see you there. Thanks so much for joining us today, everybody. Ahuiho.